Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. Welcome to this video. Today is a slightly different type of video. It's all about shoulder injury and recovery. As you can see, I'm wearing a sling. I genuinely have a shoulder injury right now. It's a soft tissue injury. And it came on about a week ago. I have no recollection of suddenly injuring myself, but over a period of a couple of days, I started to get pain up here in my shoulder, and to the point where I woke up one morning and I was in agonizing pain. I couldn't move my arm at all, and my husband said, you really need to go to hospital. So I ended up in my local hospital accident and emergency department. They were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And they basically x-rayed my shoulder. So we know there's no break, there's no fracture in my shoulder at all. It is a soft tissue injury. So in my case, this is a rotator cuff injury. And what I thought I would do is I would document my injury and my recovery, what I do to help heal myself. And hopefully in 6 weeks' time, I will be more or less back to my normal Pilates self. So I'm going to show you what I do. I think I'm just about 4 or 5-ish days down the line from being in the A&E unit. So I'm going to show you the very first stage of what I have done so far to help heal my shoulder. All right, so if you're ready, we'll get started with stage 1. Okay, so stage 1, recovery from a rotator cuff soft tissue injury to the shoulder. At this point, it is incredibly painful, so please do take advice from your medical professionals about managing that pain. I'm going to show you the movements that I was advised to do. I'm a few days down the line from the initial diagnosis, so I am moving a little bit better, but this is what I've been doing. This is what I would recommend you do. So as you can see, I've got that arm in the sling and my thumb is in a loop. So what I'm going to do is hold my upper arm really close to my body so I'm not straining my shoulder, and I'm going to slip the thumb out of the loop. So I'm now pressing my upper arm right into my body, so I'm not hanging on, got any weight at all on that shoulder. And then we're going to work the hand. So we're going to open the hand and close. We'll do it 10 times. Open and close. 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 Open and close, and open and close. Now we're going to try and open, and this is where it gets a little bit painful. We're going to try and turn the hand or the palm upwards. So you're going to feel that in your shoulder. So obviously work within what you're able to do. Don't go into the pain area. I remember when I was doing this, it was really twinging, so I took it very, very gently. You want to try and get to the point where you can get up to 10, and that may take a few days. All right, so just think about being kind to yourself. This is about healing. So I'm still pressing my upper arm into my body and just trying to mobilize the hand here. So obviously even though we're moving the hand, it's all these muscles are connected, all the fascia is connected. So you will feel it in your shoulder. Turning up and down. We're going to do, I've lost count, but let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to draw the hands in, making a fist. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can pull this away a little bit so you can see what we're doing. And now we're going to try and take the fist down. So I'm bending at the wrist, can you see? And up, down, and up. And again, I can really feel that in my shoulder. Down and up. Now, I think I'm probably making this look a little easy because I've been doing it a few days and it's much easier than it was a few days ago. But again, we're aiming for 10. It might be day 1, you do it once or twice. You just work your way up to around 10, to the point where the movement feels relatively easy. Good. Lovely. Okay, and that is the very first few exercises to do. All right, when you've mastered those and you feel you can do them fairly easily, come back and I'll take you to the next few exercises. Welcome back. We are still in stage 1 of our exercises, but we're going to take it up a little level now. And this means we've got to get the arm out of the sling. This is the bit that I haven't been enjoying very much. That essentially there's no easy way to do this. You have to just try and slip the sling however you can under the elbow. And then pull the arm out gently. Okay, so as you can see, I'm holding the arm near the body. And then what I'm going to do, and this is the tricky bit, is I'm going to open the arm up, open the hand so palm is up. And I'm going to slowly, and this is where you have to take your time, let the arm go down. Now you're not going to want to let go, you're going to feel tension here, but you've got to really try and let that arm hang now. Okay, so we're not kind of doing this, we're not tensing in the shoulder. All right, now think about your posture. I'm filming this full length because I want you to see I'm still using my Pilates posture. It's always better to do your exercises standing because you are, using your body or your whole body that way. So it's really good for recovery and healing. Okay, and then what we're going to do, let me try and turn sideways actually. What we're going to do with this injured arm is keep the elbow in position, but we're going to try and bend at the elbow and bring the arm up so it's in line with the shoulder. So fingertips in line with the elbow. Okay, and you may get some twinges of pain when you do that. If it's any help or any assistance to you, the way I'm doing it is I'm keeping a little bit of pressure between my upper arm and my body, just to feel that bit of support. But the long-term aim is to just let that arm hang. So now I'm seeing less pressure, lifting up and down, lifting up and down. And again, we're trying to try and do this 10 times. I'm not counting, so I'm just going to guess how many more there are. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now if you're able to do that, then I want to encourage you to not use the sling as much, but when you feel your arm is tired, which is what I've been finding, when the arm feels tired or the shoulder's getting a little bit uncomfortable, then I will slip it back in just to let it rest. Okay, but remember, movement is the way you heal, so try not to have it in the sling all the time. Try and keep it in and out, put it in when you need a rest, but as soon as you feel like, okay, it's rested, get it back out, even if it's just hanging down by your side. These things are going to be good. And then of course you can redo those exercises that we started with the hand. You can do the opening and closing with the arm down. You can also work the wrist in that position, and then building up to adding this movement in to the arm. All right, so I want you to do that until that feels a little bit easier, and then I'll take you on to the next exercise. Okay, so we're going to move on from the previous exercises and do the last 2 exercises, which are still in your stage 1 of recovery. And these are 2 that I have used a lot and found them very, very helpful. So the first one is working the shoulder blades. So you won't be able to see very much in my t-shirt, but I will still turn around so you can see what's going on. So we've got both arms out, shoulders are down. And then what we're going to do is, keeping the shoulders down, we're going to try and squeeze our shoulder blades together. Really, really close together, as far as they will go. And imagine you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Try and hold that for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently let everything go. Let's try that again. So draw the shoulder blades together. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, draw the shoulder blades together and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Shoulder blades together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And last time, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, last exercise, I've just got to grab a chair so I can show you. So last exercise, so I'm just going to use this as an example. So you want any kind of chair, countertop, anything like that. Okay, and you're going to put your good arm, your good hand on it. You can either do what I'm doing on the hand, or if it's a higher top, you can have your elbow pressing down. All right, knees soft. And then I want you to just start by, and this can be very painful when you start doing it, but just let gravity bring your arm so it's hanging down. Can you see? My arm is literally just, I'm going to try and adjust my movement so you can see me. It's literally just hanging from the shoulder. I'm not doing anything at this point. I'm just letting it hang. Now, mind over matter, we talk about a lot in our regular Pilates, and it really helps when you're recovering from an injury. So you want to be telling yourself at this point to relax your shoulder, to relax your neck and to tell yourself to let go. Because what happens with an injury, always, to everybody, is you get pain and then you tense the body. And the more you tense the body, the less you're able to heal it as effectively. So being able to let muscles go, let your body relax, will really help with blood flow to the muscles. So once we're in this position, we're going to start to do a pendulum exercise. So think of like a big clock ticking, just going gently forward and back. You can start really small and try and just let the arm, almost like it's moving on its own, forward and back. And you can do this for a minute or two. And I really would encourage you to do this as many times as you can in your day, because it's a great way to get the shoulder moving. You're not putting it under any pressure. There's no weight on it. Just gravity is helping you. Okay. And then once you've done the pendulum, what we're going to do is try and do little circles, like you're stirring a pot, a big pot, like a big casserole of something. So you're just doing little circles, letting the arm go around. And again, you can do this for a minute or two. And then you can go the other way, do your circle the other way, going in. That's it. 3, 2, 1. And now we've done our pendulum forward and back. Now let's try pendulum gently side to side. Really small to start with. And the idea is you just take that arm to where you can. You may get the odd twinge of pain. I know I did when I first started doing this. I can promise you, I was doing this literally every time I made myself a drink, herbal tea or whatever, or coffee in the morning. And within a day, I really felt a big, big improvement. Okay. And then we're going to come on up. Okay, so remember, rest when you need to, but you want to get to the point where you don't need this at all. Those are all your stage 1 exercises. So I want you to do those, do them every day. Try and do them 4 to 5 times a day. You're at the very early stages of your injury, and we really need to get that blood flowing for that healing of the body, all right? Keep going, and when all those exercises are easy and relatively pain-free, you'll be ready to move on to stage 2. All right, so keep this video handy, and stage 2 will be the next process when you're ready. So I shall see you there. If you'd like to support me and this channel, then you can buy me a virtual cup of coffee on Ko-fi. See all the details down below in the description box.